I did a video on that. That whole
I'm a beta male.
Characteristics of an alpha male, and actually, I did it according to the descriptions and the definitions that people usually give. I'm not like trying to plug my own channel, but
Yeah, you are.
I am, but I'm not. But I am. No, seriously though,
You're an alpha male.
it's an interesting concept. I don't ascribe to any of that though, to be honest with you, because again, like I don't really like being put into categories or defined by one of three things, because people in essence are complex characters as is. But I understand what people are trying to say, but really this alpha male conversation, the narrative, is only trying to affirm men, right? But not in a healthy way, because you have people out there claiming to be alphas, but alphas can't claim to be an alpha. If you're not a leader of a pack, how do you consider yourself an alpha?
Alpha, yeah.
If you're
not a leader in your community, because alpha males, what they do is they protect their pack. They're leaders and protector and the example of
Not all the time, though. I understand what Harrison's saying. Yeah, you can't put everybody as a label or a an item and category. You just can't. There's too many of us. But the thing is, the alpha male is proven, and it goes right down to the bloodlines of animals. The alpha dog, the alpha lion, the alpha everything.
What about
is the? It doesn't have to protect the herd. He's just a very, or she is a very, very narcissistic, self-absorbed individual. Not every alpha is a narcissist. Not anybody is anything. You know, I mean, but if you look at like common traits, one thing leads to another. You know, I mean, most selfish individuals will just want to have that look at me kind of attitude, you know. But can you recognize the commonality between a lot of the things that they do have in common from person to person who you would categorize as an alpha male?
So the person who created that concept, right, retracted his concept. Like he went back and said that he was wrong for making that book, writing that book that he wrote, using alpha tendencies in animals and trying to apply it to men. Right. So when you look at the actually alpha, like when you look at animals and pack culture, the alpha is an alpha for a reason. The first thing that happens is the other people in the pack, the people in the community, acknowledge that person as alpha, or the wolf as an alpha. The alpha male doesn't come in and say, I'm taking control like that. The pack acknowledges them as alpha. Without that, there'll be a roaring, wolf without leading anyone. Like, so you can't be an alpha unless the pack acknowledge you as such. But that's why he retracted his book. Because if you look at the actual tendencies of an alpha in every single animal kingdom, any animal in the animal kingdom that has a lead, the alpha has a specific role that he plays for the pack, not in the pack. Like people can't say they are alpha anything. It's the community that tells them or acknowledges them as an alpha.
Right. So that would be no different than us saying, hey, I was at this wedding reception and this was the loudest guy in the room and he was trying to work the whole damn room, or he was a politician and he did this and that. Yeah, I would sit here as a collective saying, that motherfucker was an alpha.
If you really look at it, the first thing that actually matters in the alpha category in pack culture is the acknowledgement of the pack to the alpha. If you don't have a pack that you're leading, and it could be anything, a family, a business, a community, whatever it is, if you're not a leader in any of those spaces, you cannot consider yourself a pack. Even if you go into an alpha, even if you go into a room and demand people's attention, that doesn't make you an alpha. It could make you an insecure man that needs, people to give you attention.
There's not even such a term called an alpha woman.
Yeah,
There
women
are
can
alpha
talk shit.
women, and trust
No,
me, I've dated
no.
some alpha women, and I've dated narcissistic women. They're all out there. It doesn't matter what gender you
But
are. They're out
I
there,
agree with Harrison.
Here, wait. I'm gonna do the alpha male. Bye.
right?
Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Now I'll do the sigma male. Get the.
It's
Fuck.
cutting in and
Wait.
out. I can't hear.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Go to hell. That's a sigma male. The beta male. Bye.
Listen, whether we want to categorize them as an alpha or an omega or a beta or a sigma, we all see traits in certain people that, without categorizing them, we just understand their trait, their the way they act, the way they integrate in between conversations and people in any kind of setting of a human being. There are people that you know in your life that, yeah, this guy cares nothing or this girl cares nothing about herself. She could care less about anything else. She has no heart, no feelings for anything else. And that's a narcissistic individual. A lot of people in this world, believe it or not, animals don't do it, I don't think, but humans, they always need that justification because they always care about what other fucking people think of them. That's not the right attitude to go about in life. If you could get over that hurdle in life and not give a shit about what anybody else thinks of you, you're good to go.
Yeah. Because some people, I think, in general, they always think, they always think others' opinion, and they try to validate themselves of what other gonna people say to them, something like that, and it ends up that they get more fucked off because they acknowledge the other's opinion instead of looking of what he or she have, something
Right.
like that.
Because you got to always realize we're all human beings. We all have the same thought. I don't care what we look like. I don't care what the background, the color of your skin, or whatever. We all have a common denominator of we all feel and go through the same thing as a human being. We're all the same. We're all brothers and sisters. I mean, and so for the person who's just like, you know, not, you know, they just want to keep pegging people against one another, you know,
And
to
that's the
me,
worst part.
right? And you know, evil loves two things: divide and conquer, and labeling and separation. You know, I think the world soon enough is going to wake up very soon to the fact that we're all in the same boat. We're all in this together. No different than how we all are here tonight with you, Rona. We're all in different the places in the world here, but technology is bringing, you know, like God's children together to say, "Hey, you know, we don't all look alike, but you know what? We all experience the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
Really do. We all have the same problems in life, or non-problems in life, or we are happy about the same things in life, and getting commonalities between it. And evil don't like that. Evil doesn't want people to see that. They like to say, "Oh no, you're this, you're that," and you know, "Oh, they're
All
bad, they're this,
negatives.
that." Right? Negative, right?
One thing I good or like to doing this live stream is that it's an open mind to all people, and then even like for example Venus side, there's also like Mr. Rice, Mr. Rice, Mr. Rice, Mr. King of Hearts, and it's like, don't tell to Mr. King of Mr. Rice. I mean, they have different opinion, but it's like it end up in good, not in like argument or something that maybe some other people in the live chat misunderstand.
Well, because we're all adults. I mean, real adults. I
Yeah.
mean, we know people who are older and
Yeah.
they still act like children.
Gray Sister Jam said, when rice is on sale, we buy a lot.
I know, right? Like tons, tons.
The funny thing is, when we're gonna go to
Kilos.
the funny thing is, when we're gonna pay, right? Then we only allowed, for example, 10 kilos. Then we're gonna go in again in the store and then pay to the
Person,
cashier.
grab a
and then
cart.
Yes, we need to buy. We need to pay it like 10 kilos
Yeah.
per.
So it's per customer.
Yeah,
So
it could be.
she's your rice robbing sidekick.
I'm with you.
And the cashier were just like, oh, she's again. Oh, she's again.
Rona, it should be Rona.
And you know,
It should be
Jacob's,
10 kilos for you and 10 to your two daughters and 10 kilos for you
they
to
don't
for
want,
your husband.
they are shy. They will say, why you need to buy 10 kilos? So I am, and Jacob just waiting in that outside the cashier so that he can carry that rice, but he don't want like back and forth to that cashier because he thinks that 10 kilo of rice where to
And then Rona's answer is to the cashier, "Hey, miss, why are you buying so much rice?" And she goes, "Life is foods."
Life is food. I like many foods, and rice is one of them.
Rice is my life, like that.
Right, but
Rona,
foods is
rice is
life.
my life.
When Rona goes into the supermarket and when she buys her rice, it makes the stock market of grain go crazy.
You know what I mean.
which
Look at
one?
her. Look, she doesn't. You look at her face. You see, she doesn't get it. You see, I love that about her. No,
Rona,
Rona, when you walk into a grocery store and you buy rice, you are changing the stock market worldwide price of grain.
Yes, you are. You're just dishing money.
Like
Yes.
when she goes in, she's like, everybody's like, oh, here comes the rice girl.
They will know me. Oh shit, we need to hide all the rice.
You know what
because-
I mean?
right, exactly. Hide the right. No, Rona, sorry, we don't. 50 kilos is our limit here for you.
my son.
It's
People
actually
need
hits
to
on
have-
Rona
I
in the other stores.
people need to eat on the other side of the world, Rona. What are you doing?
Is that why we have a shortage out here in Canada?
Yeah, see, there you go. That's because of Rona. Hey,
Many.
this is just the beginning for people to attach themselves to Rona and get her, more popular with the guest host. Because Rona, I'm telling you, we couldn't do it. We
Yes.
couldn't do it without you. So you're the hub. You're like you guys are the glue, and Rona is the magnet that we all attach to. And I'm telling you, Rona, is going to be so much more success coming your way this year. I guarantee it. I see it. I know it.
Billy, you need to dance. See, we dance with the super chat V3. You need to also do the same.
Rona.
Just two hands. Rhymes.
This song is brought to you by Vinny Fats and Pants